Welcome to Book Buzz Reviews and Summaries. Book, The Obstacle is the Way. The Timeless Art of Turning Trials into Triumph by Ryan Holiday. The Obstacle is the Way by Ryan Holiday is not merely a book you read. It is an experience that rearranges the way you interpret hardship, resistance, and adversity. From the very first pages, Holiday grips the readers with a bold and almost confrontational idea. The very thing standing in your path is not blocking your progress. It is your path. This single premise, deceptively simple yet profoundly unsettling, becomes the lens through which the entire book unfolds, and once it takes hold of your mind, it is nearly impossible to see challenges the same way again. Holiday draws deeply from Stoic philosophy, Marcus Aurelius, Epictetus, Seneca. Yet the book never feels academic or distant. Instead, it feels urgent, alive, and fiercely practical. Ancient wisdom is fused with modern examples. Athletes facing career-ending injuries, entrepreneurs navigating collapse, political leaders surviving exile, and ordinary individuals meeting extraordinary resistance. Each story is delivered not to impress, but to persuade, to convince you that adversity is not a curse randomly assigned, but a test designed to be answered. What makes this book so captivating is its refusal to indulge in comfort. Holiday does not soothe you with motivational platitudes or vague encouragement. He challenges you. He strips away excuses. He insists that while you may not control events, you absolutely control how you perceive, decide, and act in response to them. This message lands with force because it restores agency. In a world obsessed with blaming circumstances, systems, luck, or timing, the obstacle is the way hands the power back to the individual. The book flows with a steady, almost relentless momentum. Each idea builds on the last, reinforcing the central truth. Perception shapes reality, action dissolves fear, and persistence transforms pain into progress. Holiday's writing is sharp, disciplined, and purposeful. There is no excess. Every paragraph feels engineered to move the readers forward, much like the philosophy it teaches. You don't drift through this book, you march through it. Perhaps the most striking aspect of the review-worthy brilliance here is how Holiday reframes suffering. Instead of asking, "Why is this happening to me?" he trains the mind to ask, "How can this serve me?" Failure becomes feedback. Delay becomes preparation. Loss becomes instruction. The obstacle ceases to be personal, emotional, or paralyzing. It becomes strategic, something to be studied, worked with, and ultimately used. This book delivers, but not the fleeting, adrenaline-based kind. It offers something far more durable: mental toughness. The kind that does not depend on mood, applause, or external validation. The kind that endures when enthusiasm fades and circumstances harden. Holiday makes it clear that triumph is rarely dramatic. It is often quiet, disciplined, and earned through sustained effort in the face of resistance. What truly keeps the readers hooked is the uncomfortable realization that this philosophy leaves no room for passivity. If the obstacle is the way, then waiting, complaining, or avoiding is no longer an option. Every challenge becomes a call to engage more deeply with life, to sharpen judgment, strengthen character, and act with intention. The book does not promise ease, but it promises meaning. You don't feel entertained. You feel fortified, as though your spine has stiffened, your vision sharpened, and your tolerance for excuses diminished. The Obstacle is the Way does not ask you to believe in yourself blindly. It asks you to build yourself deliberately, one trial at a time. This is a book for anyone who feels stuck, tested, underestimated, or overwhelmed. It speaks to the entrepreneur facing uncertainty, the creator battling doubt, the individual navigating loss, and the leader carrying invisible weight. It reminds us that history's most resilient figures were not spared hardship, they were shaped by it. In the end, Ryan Holiday delivers more than a book. He delivers a philosophy of action, a reminder that greatness is not forged in comfort, and that the path forward is often disguised as resistance. 3 takeaways. Your perception determines your power. What you see as a problem can become an advantage if approached with clarity and discipline. 2. Action is the antidote to fear. Steady, deliberate movement forward dissolves anxiety and builds momentum. Persistence transforms adversity into mastery. Endurance, patience, and resilience turn trials into triumphs over time. Thanks for listening to Book Buzz Reviews and Summaries.